March 29th. I'm close to my destination where I've got some work lined up and I'll be there for a little while. But I wanted to also bring this to the attention of most everybody that's been keeping up with me. Every place I've been across this nation, it hasn't been to judge people. It's to see what people are all like. They're all heading in the same direction. Just like I said, very few people even care to see something like this today. An angel blowing a trumpet above my head. People don't even care to see that today. So, I mean, if that tells you anything about what this nation's like today, and I mean, it's everywhere. And when I'm talking about people with their hair color all changed like it is, there's nothing natural about it. Just like there's nothing natural what's going on in this world today. It says in the end, after Jesus gets rid of all this, he's going to rule it with a rod of iron. And this is all going to be cleaned up here pretty soon. But my message is going to be for the wise, and then also for the foolish that are going to be left behind. It's going to be a bad day when he returns. Especially for those that didn't listen, and heed his warning. America's going to be destroyed by violence. It's not going to be around in the end days. When it comes right down to it, America's going to be totally annihilated. It's going to be nuked. It says those that are alive and remain. It's going to be pretty nasty here at the end, especially for the foolish. There's going to be a lot of martyrs that are going to follow. And not a lot, because remember now, the 5 foolish, so that's not a whole lot, when you're looking at the percentage. And the rest of people they're going to die from the nuclear explosions. It's going to happen all over America. They're not going to totally annihilate you with nuclear explosions, but the ones that are left, it's going to be very difficult here because they're going to be coming after Christians, and that's when your true faith is going to come out. You guys you're going to see a different picture. That's going to be for those that are going to be left behind. I'm not even going to just try to describe that because I won't know. I just know it's going to be a horrible time. My message basically is just to warn people, to show people what I've seen. Yes, I've been driving across the nation. I had one person say, ditch the wheels. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of negative stuff come across here. I'm not even going to bother replying to them anymore because I know them for what they are. I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, help me. How do I deal with this? And the message was, I don't. He's going to deal with them. I don't have a plank in my eye either. I'm here to see what I see and report what I see. I shared my visions that I get where everybody's going in the same direction. And that was my vision. And people throwing rocks at me, that's going to be people on this thing right here that are going to be trying to twist things. Because, see, today it is twisted. Yeah, I do have tattoos on me. And yes, I did listen to rock and roll music when I was a younger kid. Nazareth, Hair of the Dog. Just happened to come out around the same time I took this picture. Right here. There's a song on there by Nazareth. It's called Please Don't Judas Me. That was my favorite song on there. Try listening to it. I don't care if people call me a hypocrite or not because I know the Lord's got his eye on me. And those that are receiving my message, I'll see them at the wedding, at the dinner. It ain't going to be long. I haven't been reporting these visions for several years. A lot of people have. And some people have gotten very discouraged from it. A lot of my visions of the rapture have been like over the past 2 months. and one of them was fingertips, light coming from my fingertips. Everybody's heard that term, it's at hand. That's what this was, saying the rapture is at hand. My whole hand was turning transparent. I've also had a vision where I was up in the heavens having my feet cleaned, and I felt like a young kid again. It was beautiful. And then also the big thick vine by a lake that was totally empty, no more water in it. So in other words, everything that was attached to that vine, and it was beautiful looking, full of color. And it's ready to be harvested. It's at hand. And then what I'm seeing across the nation, I also had a vision of some guy turning on a television, an American pit bull with dark eyes got in my face. And the guy turned on the TV, and I said, man, that's all demonic. The television represents what's across America, because that one eye, it's in everybody's living room across America. And everybody's looking the same, dressing the same. Not everybody, but a lot of them. And what stood out to me was the blue hair, the purple hair, whatever, and red streaks. What people don't understand, that crown of thorns that was put on Jesus, there was red blood and streaks coming down his hair. That's what they're doing today. Purple, they put a purple robe on him and mocked him. These are the signs of the end time. I'm not judging them. There's a lot of people with demons in them, and that includes a lot of your politicians. And anybody that's in there running for any kind of an office, if they don't see what's happening today, I'm going to say there's a good chance they've got a demon in them. There was that one lady, that Senator, Michelle Bachmann. I suggest that you look that up and see what she said about Obama bringing in the end biblical times. A lot of people mocked her too. Even Obama got on there and said about her bringing in the end times, and everybody laughed. But let me tell you, Obama wasn't laughing. He just looked at him like, you idiots. You don't even see it coming. And he did say it. You won't see it coming. And most people, like I said, they're headed in the same direction. This is for the wise, okay? This is also going to be for the foolish that are left behind. I don't care. You know, you want to slander, mock me, I don't care. You want to say that this little angel don't mean nothing? It means whoever sees this and they know and they don't sound the alarm, the Lord said, I'll hold you accountable. So I'm doing what I was supposed to do. Okay? I am doing what I'm supposed to do. And the foolish, there's going to be a lot of them on there too that are going to speak against me and talk about a plank in my eye. Let me tell you something. I'm reporting what I'm seeing. I'm not judging nobody. And when I said I was in that river with people, I was going in that same direction until they started throwing rocks at me. Then there was a fork in that river, and I went that way. Okay? That's what I'm telling you right now. You want to keep going in the same direction as everybody else? I told you what's going to happen. They get lifted out of that river on a conveyor belt. They're all getting put into a mountain that's going down into hell. That's exactly what my vision was. So everybody's going to know that they did get it, and the Lord knows that I did blow the trumpet, I did warn people. And anybody that comes against me, you got far more that's going to come against you, because you remember, when Satan was cast out of heaven, he's not found up there, neither are the demons. I can see him around me perfectly right here, and I don't even have to, I ain't judging him, I can just see him. It's a fact. And say what you like, but this message is for the wise. It's not for the bulk that I know are damned. And this message will also be for the foolish that are going to be left behind. May the Holy Spirit be with you. And the wise, we're not going to be here long. My visions, when I seen me traveling across the nation, that pit bull getting in my face, that guy showing on the television all this demonic stuff I seen, that happened like within a week later. I started traveling. The other visions, like what was at hand and the vine, that was probably, I'm going to say, a few weeks before that, but it's at hand. We're getting ready to go. It's going to happen anytime. I've got some work that I'm going to be doing here, and the Lord works in ways like this. And because nobody's been inviting me to come no place, to work no place. I've been denied work everywhere I've went. So I believe this is at hand, and we're getting ready to go. And I've done what the Lord wanted me to do. I traveled all across the country. Even the disciples, they went all over the place and spread the word. Basically, I did the same thing too. I went all over the nation and I reported it to people here. But I know the Lord did bigger work in me when we broke up that drug deal in front of my shop. And I refused all the temptations that they threw at me. All the money offers. I refused them all because I knew it was all wealthy people. And I knew how they got their wealth, and I didn't want nothing to do with them. But God bless. I pray you be with the Holy Spirit.